marry Felicity Kendal,
Yeah.
who is not Jewish.
No.
She's English, and you're right. She was The
Yeah.
Good Life. is
Good
what
Life,
you're thinking of,
that's it. She was a sex symbol in the 70s, she was.
Yes, she was a sex symbol. She was a very attractive young lady, apparently. So, in this article in the Times, I found actually quite shocking, because the headline on the article was, "I'm proud to wear the Star of David." Now, I think it's really quite sad that now a famous person in this country has to justify their wearing of the Star of David. And, we talk, if you actually extrapolate this to where it can go to, you get to the point, don't you, where you have people in this country afraid of wearing symbols of their religion because of the reaction from a majority in this country, I would say. But the article itself didn't seem to recognise or to be cognizant of that, and it was almost looking for her to justify her reason for wearing the Star of David. Have we, Nick, have we missed something here? Have people not realised where we've got to, that this is where we are now, that articles like this are written and people have to validate their wearing of a symbol of the Jewish religion?
Well, we are there, and we talked about it last time. It's the misunderstanding between the state of Israel, Jews as a race, and Jews as a religion. And people think it's all one thing, and it's not. So her wearing the Star of David doesn't mean she's an Israeli, doesn't mean she's Jewish. It doesn't even mean she's of the Jewish faith, because when I was a teenager, I had a Star of David. I just thought it was trendy. I had a silver Star of David. But this is all rooted in anti-Semitism. So whatever Israel does, people hate all Jews because of what a nation state has done. And it's become popular. And we've helped it along by doing it ourselves. It wasn't that long ago that we hated and we banned Russian athletes from the UK because Russia invaded Ukraine. The athletes didn't invade anybody.
Yeah.
And so we could persecute them because of what Russia did. So it all comes back down to oppressors and the oppressed. And Israel has been judged to be the oppressor. And if you're the oppressor, you're Hitler, you're a Nazi, you can do anything to those people. And I've got a Jewish friend, and she tells me she's not been in the city centre on a Saturday now since it all started.
Really?
She wouldn't feel safe.
Is she visibly Jewish, having a Star of David?
But she's got Star of David. She's
got one of those that wear funny things, don't they?
No. She's
not fundamental.
Orthodox.
Orthodox.
No. So she dresses like any other woman does, but she just said, I wouldn't feel safe in case somebody looked at me and went, you look Jewish, or
Jesus.
Or she said if I went, she goes, even now she hides the Star of David. And it's like,
that is shocking.
It's absolutely shocking for any British citizen.
That is a shocking story. That.
For any British citizen to feel like this. Let's say the tables turn in a year from now, and it's Muslims being persecuted in this country, and if you have got anything that identifies you as a Muslim, you're being persecuted. I would be on the side of those British Muslims, because I don't care of your religion. Your religion is between you and your God. If you're a British citizen, then you're a British citizen. You need protection from the state, and you need protection from of just other British citizens.
Yeah.
We need to stick together. But this blaming British Jews, who on the whole support Israel. I don't support Israel. I don't support Palestine. But British citizens can support causes I don't believe in. That doesn't mean they're lesser than me.
Yeah.
But we're going down this identity politics and this sectarianism, and we've seen it with the general election. 6 people now in Parliament now who have voted, who have got their seats because of the Free Palestine Guards and stuff. And we saw what happened in Northern Ireland when we start voting on religious lines. We see it all over the world, and we need strong politicians to do something about it. Labour aren't the people to do anything about this.
Yeah.
and we're probably a decade away before we get anyone to do anything about it.
No, you're right. We are starting to vote now on religious schisms, aren't we? We're actually now casting our vote based on the religion of the... And that's happened with 6 parliamentarians in there.
And then we have violence on the streets.
Yeah.
You know, it was only a couple of years ago in Leicester, after the Indian cricket match we've talked about before, Pakistani young men and Indian young men trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
There's gang warfare in London between the Somalis and between this group and that group.
Yeah.
The little girl who was shot in the head in London, that was a Turkish gang trying to shoot another gang.
Really?
So all this violence is happening now all along national, religious, ethnic lines. It's happening.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you have a multicultural society. It breaks down into violence. History teaches us this all the time.
Because there isn't a cohesive... We've talked about this before. There isn't a cohesive cultural view.
But not only that, I see you as different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I see you as different, then you're not the same as me, in which case you're a lot easier to kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to kill you on, but if I see you as different...
Well, if you see somebody as non-human, effectively, that's what you're basically saying, aren't you, in these situations?
It goes along those lines, and humans kill animals very easily.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting, but that's a really sad story about your friend not being able to go to this.
Yeah, and that won't be a one-off. That's... Most Jewish people, I would imagine, now keep out the city centre, most city centres on a Saturday. Because you wouldn't know what corner you turn around, and all of a sudden, oh shit, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, who are you? You look a bit Jewish. What's your name?
Yeah. Did you enjoy that video? I think you did. Come on now, hit that bell, subscribe, comment. Let's build this channel. I need more followers, I need more subscribers. Be part of the journey. See you soon.